Oh, wow. There you are. Good morning, good afternoon. How is it going? Okay, so this is, of course, the Angels in Politics broadcast. I'm not going to bore you with the details, but there is something that I would like to speak to you about, and I'm going to be short because I just recorded an earlier video that took some time, and I do tend to go off into my zone. So I'm going to try to navigate those waters and steer the boat a bit more in a concentrated, one pointed direction, and that is to you. So, boom, have you had your lunch? Okay, so you're saving yourself. Not meaning sexually. I mean, I know you're a virgin. I mean, like, so you're waiting for your dinner. Oh no, you're fasting. Well, good on you. Good on you. I am not today. I had a nice lunch, oatmeal. Of course, that's my go-to during the afternoon. Um, we threw down yesterday. It got real yesterday, for sure it did. So I'm gonna get into that for supper, leftovers, a little bit of ribs, a little bit of chicken, a little bit of all that good stuff. So boom, that's not really what I wanted to talk to you about, even though I really do like to hear about your dinner and your meals. So if you are eating something healthy, something that's conducive to the body, even if you think it's not that healthy, like send me that DM, send me that picture, and give me those details. Maybe you could go to my YouTube channel and give me some comments. If that's not your style, I'm not going to push that up on you. I won't force that upon you. Okay, so boom. I would like to ask you, what are your thoughts on the current? And when I mean current, I don't mean like at this moment right now, because we are, of course, on lockdown. Like, it's like a universal lockdown. It's like being on punishment to a point. I don't know about you, but I grew up with parents who were fairly, they were very, I would say, the best parents anybody could ever ask for, but they were strict. We had rules. There were definitely guidelines that I had to follow, and if I wasn't following them, there were repercussions, there were consequences. So, due to my expressive nature, due to my nonconformist innate nature, or my inherent rebel, I won't say without a cause, rebel with a cause, but this is just who I am, tendencies, I was put on, I was afflicted with, restrictions and punishments and so on and so forth. Um, Great. It was great that I had that, because it taught me, well, I don't know how disciplined I am now, but I mean, it taught me order, and it taught me how there's a time and place for things. So, boom, I feel like, being on punishment, like in the same way that I was when I was in high school, and I was on punishment when I was like 18, guys. Like, this wasn't just, oh, you're 11 and you can't play outside today. It was like, no, you think you're grown. Oh, you're a senior in high school. Like, we could care less about that. You're not driving that car anywhere. You're leaving your keys here. You're not talking on the phone, because we know that you're on your phone late at night and you're supposed to be in bed, and you're out there underneath the covers whispering sweet nothings to some young woman who should be asleep as well. Things of that nature. But I want to know this, boom, being that we are kind of away from the comings and goings, and you know quintidian ways of like living at this moment, having a routine, and just being like normal and mundane. I would like to ask you, how do you feel like dating is right now? Like, what is the landscape of dating right now? How do you feel? And this is from both ends of the spectrum, from the masculine end and from the feminine end, from the positives, from the negative, from the yin and the yang. Give me the solar energy, and when I mean solar, it's like, bring me into the light, like bring the heat, like bring it all, and just be transparent. And then when I say bring the lunar, let me know the shadows, let me know the darkness, let me know, like, what is dark does come to the light eventually. So what is kind of resonating, what is deep, that is starting to surface or resurface or reemerge in your dating experiences, your commonalities? Is there a common thread with your with your with your trials or your dating tribulations, or maybe they're not tribulations, maybe it's just been all good for you. Maybe you're like killing the game, whatever that means. Maybe potentially you're the man or the woman, and it's just like you're beating off you're beating off guys with the stick. You're like beating off ladies with the stick. It's just like so much coming your way. You just don't have any. You just don't know what to do with it. So if that's the case, you know, blessings to you. But more so, like, speak to it. Like, if you are finding a lot of success in your dating life, can you give a clear reason as to why? If it's not that clear, can you pretty much have some presumptions or guesses or whatever the case may be as to like what you possibly think it could be? And if you are having challenges, why do you think that is? Are you is it more nature over nurture? Or is it more of the environment? Is it more of like the way people are being brought up, conditioned? Do you think it's pathological? Do you think people's mindset are have been obstructed to a point, or do you think a lot of it has to do with you? Do you feel like you have a lot of things to work on? Do you feel like you're you're the common denominator in a lot of these negative relationships or toxic relationships? And if that is the case, what are you doing to rectify or correct these these problems or challenges that you're facing? And this is up to you whether you want to discuss this or not. I understand some of you all are already killing the game and you're very happy. It's such a beautiful thing to see on my timeline. People are married, people are already transitioning, having families, expanding their families. And I'm not regarding this to you. I guess you would like to if you want to, but I'm speaking more so for the people who are still out here, and the people who are out here, in the streets. And I don't mean the streets like you're prostituting, but like you're out here and you know what's going down and you're enjoying it. So yeah, give me that information. Namaste, namaskar.